vortex. I know that we're listening to the same Grateful Dead album that we've been listening to for how long now? 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I don't know. So, something I've been thinking about lately that's been really depressing me, and I'm sure that y'all can relate to this if you watch this channel. You definitely understand what it's like to feel isolated, okay? Isolated, secluded, by choice, always by choice. I had this initial impression of the world when I was really young, and that impression has only been proven to be 100% accurate because of how predictably retarded everybody is. So, you might meet people that see this much, or you might meet people that see this much, or even people that see this much, and you're like, holy shit. I finally met somebody that knows more than the average motherfucker. But then you keep talking to them and you realize that they're just as much of a sheep as everybody else. And yeah, that's so depressing. And I'm really feeling this about, musicians that I like a lot. They're all protesting Donald Trump. And it's like, back in the 60s, things were pretty controlled then. All those protests from back then, the Weatherman Underground, it's like nothing really changes that much. I mean, social media is just really proven the way that we naturally are wired, or the things that we naturally get attuned to, because we're so desperate for this feeling of belonging. We're so desperate for a sense of purpose. And I think with these protest rallies, they're very invigorating because you think that you have some kind of control. You think that you can make some positive change happen all because you're walking around carrying a sign with a bunch of other people walking around carrying signs, and yet Donald Trump's still the president. It's like all these wars still continue to go on. All these people still continue to get killed. People can protest like all kinds of injustices and tyranny. It's not going to change it. I mean, this is such gloom and doom right here. But seriously though, I mean, the whole point of it is to make people think that that's what they're doing. That's why the TV is your arch nemesis. So, you can say that we have the TV for two reasons. One of them is to keep everybody numb, and the other one is to keep everybody dumb. Okay? Oh, I should write that on a poster. Numb and dumb. Numbs you up, it dumbs you down. So, everything works in conjunction with something else. Pharmaceuticals have been around for a long time. And well, not that long, but long enough that they've had a pretty significant impact on the way that we function as a society. Suicide. I'm going to keep using that word. I'm going to try to retrain my brain to never use the word society ever, ever, ever again, because that's not what this place is. So, this is the result of trusting that pills are going to solve our problems. This is a result of living online. And, you know, you see people reacting to things that are probably not real. I mean, I can guess that they're not real, but I don't know. That's what gaslighting is, right? It's confusing people. So there's got to be some element of these events that's real. You know, so if you have some paid actors and you mix them in with real people, who's going to know which is which? I mean, I think that that's just the story of how television has manipulated a lot of people. So, but yeah, like just seeing people that have inspired me creatively, people whose music I really like, people whose films I really like, people whose writing I really like, and they're all feminists. They're all fine with experimental shots. They're all fine with antidepressant medication. They're probably all on antidepressant medication. Just talking to your average modern woman and knowing that she's probably on like 50 milligrams of God knows what. It's just so... This is such a dark time. It really is. And I don't want to be all sad Sally about it, but at the same time, it's just like, yeah, this is the world. This is the world. So if you don't fit in, there's a reason why. There are probably at least 17 reasons why you don't fit in with the world that you could think of in about 5 minutes. And you could just keep adding to that list if you pay attention. And so, yeah. Sometimes it really gets to me. Like earlier today, I couldn't stop crying. But well, I eventually stopped, you know. Obviously, I'm not crying now. But, I guess it's always true, though. You know, like the world that you lived in when you were younger isn't the world of today. And the world that we live in right now, I know this is hard to believe, but it's probably going to be a lot better than the world that we're going to be living in maybe 6 or 7 months. So, it's mainly due to society now. So, suicide, my bad.